on all night and have my next meal at about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So there is something this allulose is certainly doing, which is making me feel full and carrying me through the night into the next day. So, one or two more of the additions that I've done is that one, I've told you that I have tried it twice a day. There's no harm in having it twice a day. But many a time, just like maybe for 2, 3 days, have it twice a day and then go back to once a day. And I think it would be more useful if you had it before your dinner because it'll make you more full and you will be able to sleep better and you'll be able to finish your meal earlier and you will be able to go through the night and do intermittent fasting. There is no hunger the next day, even if I finish my meal at 7. Why I'm telling you this is it's because I have cut down the fat in all my meals. So if you cut down fat in your meals, then you're going to get a hunger pang. Because if you were really a high keto, you know that we used to eat a lot of fat. I then transitioned to low carb, and now I am lower, complete like making my meals with 1 to 2 tablespoons of ghee, butter, olive oil, in a day, and yet with the inclusion of allulose, it's still not making me get a hunger pang. I hope you understand this connection between having fat and instead of that, now I'm having the allulose. If you have any questions, ask me again in the comments. If you are not live right now with me, ask me in the comments and I will note down all your questions and make another new video, which will be update number 7. Okay, that's that. Okay, then another thing is that, yeah, there's another way that I have started having the allulose. One was with lassi, which is basically Greek yogurt with water and allulose, so it becomes a sweet lassi. Another way that I was having it was with lemonade, lemon juice, water, or you can have a bubbly soda with it and the allulose. But now I have also added it with a cold coffee. So I usually have a coffee only once in the morning, but I have now said that why don't I use decaf coffee? Because I'm one of those, if I have coffee after 12 noon, my night sleep gets all messed up. So what I've done is at about 11:30, 12, I have a decaf coffee with a little bit with a splash of heavy cream. I make it into a cold coffee and I add the allulose and then I eat my and I make it. It's yummalicious. You can also add a few drops of stevia because allulose you need a lot to make anything sweet. One scoop is not going to be enough. Now I have repeated in a day you must not go over 25 grams of allulose. That should be your max consumption in a day. At least that's what I think. So if you all are able to bear more and you don't get the runnies or the or any distress in your stomach, then you can probably push it up to 30 grams. But I don't think more than that is going to be worth anyone's while. Okay, that's another thing. Then, yeah, uh, yeah, a a very big uh, add-on with this allulose and having my meal early, doing intermittent fasting, there's been one more amazing result, and that is my glucose levels have gone down and my ketones have gone up. The highest I've ever been able to go in my ketones previously, even being keto and low carb, was 0.5. But 3 days consecutively, I was 1.5 ketones, and one day I was 1.2, 1.1. I've been putting a picture up on Instagram of my, in a story of my ketones. The picture, I've been putting up a picture to show you the time of day and how my ketones were going up. I was absolutely amazed because that is something that's never really happened with me, with my ketones going so much higher. That's another inclusion. Um, yeah. Then there's one more thing I've added to my way of eating, and that is sardines. A can of sardines which is really high in omega 3. I don't know, it's got nothing to do really with the allulose, but I'm trying to give you an overview of how I'm dealing with my life right now when I've included the allulose. So I've been having a can of sardines maybe twice a week, not more than that, because sardines is very good for you. It's very high in omega 3, but it also, I believe, has mercury levels. So, two cans of sardines, and I mix it in with a little bit of mayo. Sometimes I make the hard boiled egg mayo and add it to that. It's really yummalicious. And I can put it on a low carb toast, and it turns out quite yummy. This is how I'm going through my allulose journey. I fear to say this, but I think I'm addicted to allulose. I'll soon be traveling, and I think I'm going to carry my little box of allulose along with me. so, uh, this is what else? I wish some of you would ask me questions here. I don't know whether there's a facility in the live to ask me a live question. There's a plus button here. Start a Q&A. Uh, okay, no, this I don't know. I don't know how to do this. It's start Q&A. Yeah, ask a question. I ask a question. Maybe you are supposed to type in a question and I'll reply to it. Okay. Now, another thing that I have noticed is that even though the scales are showing me 4.5 kgs weight loss, but I am finding a big difference in my clothes, the way they're fitting. Uh, I had a pair of jeans which I was not getting into, which I am getting into now. So there is something with this whole process coming together, and it's making, I think, a little bit of inch loss is also happening side by side. So that's another great point. Sometimes the weighing machine is not the best measure to know how you're doing on a weight loss journey. um okay, what else can I say? um Mm, yeah, these were the many questions. How many times a day? How many grams? I've told you all this in this video. And do I still get the runnies? I would say every week or so, I might get the runnies once and then not. Oh, yeah. Let me tell you another very interesting thing that I have added to my way of eating. I don't know if any of you have heard of kefir. Have you ever heard of kefir? It's made with milk and milk kefir grains. I've gone into that process of making myself kefir nowadays. It is the most potent probiotic for your stomach. The kefir grains eat up all the lactose in the milk, and what you have left over is pure probiotics. So I have it's crazy, these little kefir milk kefir grains. They keep multiplying. They become like little babies, and you have to keep feeding them with whole milk every day. So that's another exciting process I've been doing nowadays. And just sometimes I make my lassi with the. It turns into a yogurt. The kefir grains turns the milk into a yogurt. So I've been having the allulose with that, so that is also amazing because I think the inclusion of kefir also helped with what I was feeling in my stomach, because it is filled with such good bacteria that it is working completely cleaning up my stomach, and I think it's fighting all the bad bacteria that maybe the allulose is creating, which I'm not too sure about. But I think due to that, it is really working. So there are many videos on YouTube, and you can see how to include kefir into your way of eating, even when you're low carb. I love the taste of kefir, and I'm learning the process through YouTube. I've already made, somebody gave me, in fact, some milk kefir grains, which were dehydrated. So it's taken me quite a process to rehydrate them. But now I've had two batches of kefir. It's absolutely yummalicious. I'd made some sugar-free strawberry chia jam, and I added that to my kefir. It just tastes like having amazing flavored yogurt. So just remember adding kefir to this process, since allulose, in case it's doing anything to your gut microbe, gut biome, then add a good probiotic, and there can be nothing more powerful than kefir. So learn how to make that process of making kefir at home. And I don't know why many other low carb keto recipe creators haven't already looked towards kefir, because it has no lactose left into it, and you can also make it into a thick yogurt. You can also make it into cheese. So that's another inclusion through this allulose journey. Okay, I think that's about it for a live right now. So hopefully I'll see you in my next update. This should be update number 6. And ask me any questions in the comments. Type your questions. I'll make another new video. I'll keep telling you whether I'm again gone on a stall. Right now, it's comfortable. It's not like I'm losing weight very drastically, but it's been amazing. The stall that I was on for the last 2 years has certainly been broken by this allulose journey. So I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Drop me a comment, press the like button on this video, do subscribe to my channel. All this helps the algorithm recognize my video, and the algorithm kind of shares it with other people. The more comments there are, the more there's visibility of my videos, and it costs you nothing just to press that like button and drop me a comment. Lots of love. See you in my next video. Bye then.